The CTA advertises the L trains as a green way to travel, helping the environment but keeping your polluting car off the road. But it turns out more of the electricity that powers the trains is generated by fossil fuels that warm the climate than by renewable sources like wind or solar power.
Tonight, First Alert meteorologist David Yeomans gives us our first look at a massive solar power facility about to be plugged in downstate and who will be receiving that green energy in Chicago.
Nearly 500,000 people ride the CTA trains every day.
It's actually very convenient, efficient, cost-effective for sure.
It's quick and it's easy.
I love the train.
I think it's much better for the environment, and it's one of the reasons I take the train.
But running these trains takes a lot of power, with CTA's electric bill totaling $36.2 million last year. And all that power has to come from somewhere.
I never think about that.
Honestly, I don't know enough about it.
CTA's power comes primarily from nuclear power plants. Only 11% of the power running the trains comes from renewable sources like wind and solar, while just shy of a quarter of it comes from fossil fuels. Power plants that burn fossil fuels like coal and natural gas release heat-trapping particles into the atmosphere, warming our climate. Warmer temperatures are expected to lead to more heat-related deaths in Chicago, worse air quality, and a longer allergy season.
But green energy is growing in Illinois. Welcome to Double Black Diamond Solar near Springfield, the largest solar panel installation east of the Mississippi. 1.6 million panels capable of powering more than 100,000 homes.
We are one of the largest electricity users in northern Illinois.
Jared Polachicchio works to make the city of Chicago more sustainable. His team is purchasing half the power generated by Double Black Diamond Solar to run their buildings.
The city is going to be achieving a commitment we made actually way back in 2017, which is that our operations would be sourced by 100% renewable, clean renewable power by 2025.
O'Hare, Midway, and two of the largest water treatment plants in the world will be sourced by 100% solar power starting in January.
We will be one of the largest cities to meet this commitment.
But the CTA is independent from the city. We dug through CTA's 2025 budget and found the organization is thinking about installing their own solar panels to be more sustainable. So why not just pull from Double Black Diamond? We asked the CTA if they're buying any power from the Double Black Diamond project downstate. They responded saying the electricity that powers CTA's rail system comes from a mix of energy sources. And there are discussions around using more renewable energy in the future. We asked for more details or an on-camera interview and did not hear back. A month later, we asked again if CTA would be purchasing power from Double Black Diamond Solar to help power the trains. They didn't answer that question and declined an on-camera interview. We met up with energy expert Dr. Andrew Stillwell at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign for some perspective on the power grid.
How does the grid mix that's feeding the L compare to other states with big transport systems?
Two big ones to look at would be things like the MTA in New York or say the BART in California. Both of those states have a good mix of energy, but it is not quite as, I'll say, CO2 free as Illinois' mix.
Our power mix is cleaner from a climate perspective because our unique reliance on nuclear means less planet warming CO2 from fossil fuels. But nuclear power comes with other risks.
Nuclear definitely gives you that kind of energy density out of one location, and it's a steady generation source. The other camp looks at it and says, okay, one, we do have a certain failure rate. There are some very public failures for nuclear.
Dr. Stillwell says that over time, the Illinois power grid will continue to get greener.
Right now, if you look year over year, what's being built in the U.S., the majority of it is renewable energy. It is wind and solar because it is the cheapest electricity to add to the system.
Would you like it more if the trains ran on completely renewable energy like wind power and solar?
Yes,
Would
of course.
that make you feel even better about riding?
Of course. Yes, why not? Yeah.
David Yeomans, CBS News, Chicago.
The CTA tells us they are taking other steps to be more sustainable, like installing LED lighting and transitioning to more efficient train cars.